off as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them up. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He finds Humphreys. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it second and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Mariota. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll get this complete to Batson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphreys. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. 55. Go, go, go.
On first down, Rodriguez. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let's go.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brown. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Anderson. Going to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run, watch the run. Yep, 54. Mike, 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey! 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Anderson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check 50. Tight dog. Sponge. No. One.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Mariota now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
From the gun, Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Adam Humphries with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Anderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. It's Rodriguez, and he's got some space here. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man on the ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Looking to throw. Anderson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, 'cause nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You better talk to your boy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mariota, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Mike 5-4. Yeah.
To the air again, Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
It's caught. Smith. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 6. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Brian Switzer. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 42-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's pretty good.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey.
Go now.
Hey, Charlie. Yo, go.
55. It's a party.
Now.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Uzama. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Blue wagon.
Line 36. Undercrush.
Three. What up?
To throw Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Anderson operating from the gun. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. Anderson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Go.
Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Mike's 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come off the ball.
Hey, zoom.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Anderson eluding the pressure right. And the catch made by Johnson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Protein spill.
Check 3.
Yes. Deep grip.
To throw is Anderson. Throwing on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. Because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mariota. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Right. He's
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Anderson. And this will play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw. Anderson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Switzer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 47.
A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, dog.
Now Anderson throwing again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. James Washington was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Anderson. From the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.